Welcome to HKS. This is the first episode of our DSA 0 to 100 series. Over the next 6 months, we are building a superpower, and every superpower needs a tool. For this entire journey, our tool will be C++. So before we get to the theory, let's get you start up. Uh, I assume you have an ID like VS Code or Sublime Text or any ID you have. But if not, please pause the video and set up it now. Now, let's make sure your C++ environment is ready to compile and run your first program. All right, C++ is installed. But why do we even need a programming language? Have you ever uh, think of it uh, this way? A computer is incredibly smart, but if only speak, but it only speaks one language, or I can say it understand only one language, binary, ones and zeros. And a programming language is like a translator. It takes our human instructions, our logic, our ideas about solving a problem, and convert them into that binary code the computer can actually execute. Uh, it is a bridge between our complex human thoughts and machines' simple electrical signals. Okay, now uh, all programming languages are created equally. We can classify them based on how close they are to the computer's native language. We have low level languages and high level languages, and also mid level languages. And if we are talking about low level languages like uh, assembly, are very close to hardware. They give you uh, find grained control over the memory and processes. The computer loves them, but they are incredibly hard for us to read, write, or debug. And if you are talking about high level languages like C++, Java, and Python are much closer to human language. They are easy to use, and they are faster to write and manage the complex hardware details for you. They are like they are what we use to solve big abstract problems like uh, we will see in DSA. And uh, where does C++ fit? It often called a mid-level language because it gives us the readability of high-level language while still allowing us to dive in and access low-level memory control, which is crucial when we get into topics like linked list and memory efficiency. So, how does that high level code becomes machine code? That's where the compiler and the interpreter comes in. Basically, compiler basically we write the programming language and our uh, programming language code. passed through a compiler or interpreter. Uh, After that, this compiler or interpreter will change this programming language code into a machine code, which is written in 0101, which is understandable to our computer. So, talking about what is a compiler is a translator that reads your entire source code file, checks it for errors, and translate it into a single executable machine code file before the program is ever run. Like C++ uses a compiler. It's fast once the file is ready, but if there is one tiny error, the whole code the whole code will be uh, stops. And if we are uh, talking about interpreter, on the other hand, if we are talking about interpreter, it translates and executes your code line by line as the program is running. Languages like Python uses interpreter. It of lower because of the real time translation, but it can be more feasible for development. Now we are moving towards introduction to C++. C++ is a general purpose programming language, and nowadays it is widely used for competitive programming. It is object oriented and has generic programming features, and C++ runs on lots of platforms like Windows, Linux, Unix, Mac, etc. And uh, it is used to develop an operating system, compiler, browsers, games, uh, etc. And all of these makes C++ very powerful as well as flexible. So, as we know, C++ is a compiled language, which is why we will building our program and running the executable. Understanding this process is the first step towards understanding the code itself. So, uh, moving towards our IDE, this is the Hello World program in which we are now uh, talking about headers. This first line, which is written like hash include iostream. This is called headers. In C++, code begins with the inclusion of header files. Uh, there are many header files available in C++ programming language, which will be discussed moving ahead to the course. And uh, what are these header files? The name of program elements such as variables, function, classes uh, must be declared before they can be used. For example, you can't write x is equal to 42 without first declaring a variable x, like int x is equal to 42. So uh, the declaration tells the compiler whether the element is int or double or float or a function or it is a class. Like similarly, header files allow us to put the declarations in one location and then import them whatever we need them. Uh, like this serves a lot of typing in multiple file programs. Like to declare a head file, to like to declare a header file, we used hash include directive in every CPP file, or we can say C++ file. This hash include is used to ensure that they are not inserted multiple times into a single C++ file. Okay, so now we are talking about hash include iostream, and iostream stands for input output stream, meaning uh, this header file is necessary to take input through the user and uh, 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 give output on the screen. This header file contains the definition for the functions like cin, which is used to take the input, and cout, which is used to uh, uh, print the output. And here the namespace defines which input output form is to be used. Uh, you will understand these better as you progress in this series. And in C++, semicolon is used for terminating a C++ statement. Uh, Means different statement in a C++ program are separated by a semicolon. Now look at this int main function. Starting with this line, int main. Here int is the return type of a function. You will get this thing clear once you reach to the function topic. And talking about main, this is the portion of C++ code uh, inside which all the commands are written and executed. So this is the line at which the program will begin executing, and this statement is similar to the start block of the uh, flow chart or uh, start of the uh, program. And as you will move further to this series, you will get clear glimpse of this function. Till then, just uh, remember this line that will have to write all the program inside this block. And these curly braces, uh, uh, open curly braces and closed curly braces, all the code written inside the curly braces is set to be one block, as uh, uh, also known as a particular function scope. Uh, Again, these things will be cleared when you study functions. And for now, just understand that this is the format in which we are going to write our basic C++ code. As you will move forward with the course, you will get clear and better understanding. now running this code on our terminal. Uh, this is the terminal. We will use some commands to run our main file and give the output in main.exe. And after that, we will execute this exe file using this command. Uh, okay. So now here we got the output hello world. So remember these commands to execute the C++ code on VS Code. Now let's talk about two handy tools like uh, uh, macros and comments. Okay, so first of all, talking about macros, macro are a piece of code in a program that gives some name. Okay, whenever a compiler encounter with this name, the compiler replaces the name with the actual piece of code, and using hash define, it is defined. Okay, and using hash define, and after that at the end of the macro definition uh, there is no semicolon used. Okay, so now taking an example of macro. So here is our screen, and we have to write int. We have some commands like int, like float a is equals to 5.67432 blah kuch bhi. Okay, so now we have to see out uh, a. Okay, so if we want to get the output of this code, we will get this value as our output. Okay, but if this code is running again and again, we if we need to write again and again this, so we define the macro like using hash define, uh, like this is the number, like any number, and num with uh, 5.6473757. Okay, and at the end of it, no need to write the semicolon. Okay, now we can use over here is num. So if we use num, it will replace the num with this with this number. Okay, so let's run this code. Okay, running this code. Now this main.exe has been updated with this out with the output of this code. So now we are running this main1.exe. Okay, and here we get the output. So that means it is replacing this number with uh, the with this num. So this is how macro works, and also we can pass the arguments in macro. We can macro defined with arguments works similarly as functions, and I will teach you macros with argument when I will teach you the functions. Okay, so at that time you will understand the macros with arguments. Okay, now talking about comments, and there are two kinds of comments, like single line comment and the double multi-line comments. Okay, so Comment, what is comment? First of all, we have to know. Okay, so comments are the hint that a programmer can add to make their code easier to read and understand. Uh, they are completely ignored by compilers. Okay, so as I already tell you that there are two types, two ways to add the comments. Like if we want to add a single line comment, we will simply use two forward slashes. And if we want to use a multi-line comment, we will use forward slash, then star. After that, end with star and forward slash. So here is the example of the single line and multi-line code. Okay, so just like this is the program, and we want to add some single line comment over here. So we will use two forward slashes and writing that uh, defined uh, macro. Okay, over here. And so if we run this code, we will the compiler will ignore this part of this code. Okay, so and again, if you want to add some multi-line comments like over here, so we write forward slash star and then write this code is written for written for edge case viewers. Okay, so again, this is the multi-line comment. So this part will also ignored by the compiler. Okay, so this is all about today's video. Let's quick review the main concept covered in this first episode. First, we write about the programming bridge. Remember that the programming language is our translator. It takes our human instruction and convert them into a machine's simple binary code. And we have discussed how languages are processed. C++ is a compiled language. A compiler translates the entire program into an executable file before running, and this makes it efficient, which is exactly what we need for algorithms. Next uh, every program needs header like iostream to bring the pre-written tools, and every programmer start with execution in main function. You must complete your source code before you can run the executable. Okay, and we also look at the tools for organization and efficiency. Macros define constant values before compilation, and comments are for explaining the intent of your code to other programmers or developers, or for your future self. That's the foundation set. You have installed the tools and learned the language structure. Now we can wrap up this session, and soon I will upload the episode 2 of the this series. Till now, subscribe the channel, and do not forget to share with your friends who are new to uh, programming or new to DSA. So that's it. We will meet you in the next episode. Thanks a lot.